We've actually spoken for a while off interview, but now we're gonna actually officially start the interview. One of my favorite people to talk to. I always have such a laugh with him. He has been number one on the CTM Top 40 for 2 weeks in a row. Will he be number one this week again? Who knows? I mean, I know, but I'm not telling anyone. His name is William
But
Wolf, and he has a lot of news for us. Hello, morning. Hi, how are you?
good, man. Always good to speak to you, Danny. Sheesh.
And no, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, I think let's start it off there
No.
by you just revealing that secret. But
Mm-mm.
is it truly how? Wow. But how are you allowed to know this?
Because I get all of the stats, right? And I plan the show. So I need to be able to get the stats on like a Thursday or a Wednesday and then start slowly putting the show together as we go. So I know before a lot of people know because I have to know.
Wow. Okay.
Look, it
Yes.
changes.
Lucky.
I'm not going to lie to you. It changes during the show, but the bones of the show will be there by
Really?
Friday.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
Hmm.
Damn. Okay, so it's not like there's a cutoff point at 12 on Friday. So
No.
there's stats coming in real time.
Yeah, like as people are messaging, as people are clicking the hearts, the broken hearts, whatever, I'm getting all of that information. And things can change within the last hour and a half of the show.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
So that just means
Thing.
that people really like your song and you should be happy. And we mustn't worry about the future, William. We must only
Damn.
live in the now. And in the now, you are number
Damn.
one.
Oh, it's really it's a it's a big thing because I remember when my first song Druam went to number one on Carla. I think Carla was still doing the SA Top 20 on Sundays.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was my first song that I released as a solo artist, and it was more than just more than just a song going to number one. It's more of a validation of, I've been writing for the last 13 years for other guys, A-list artist, amateur artist, whatever, and never. Okay, I when I studied music, I had a rock band, and we had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Charlie got married. This sounds like a song.
It
Uh,
really does. I thought you
so,
were quoting a song.
so I sang in that band, but then I started writing music for other people, and then only in 2021, I think I released my first single, and it was more than just releasing a song and putting yourself and your heart out there. It's just when a song goes to number one, it's really cool. There's a validation there. There's a
Mhm.
you see it's sort of the universe saying, see, you see, we were trying to tell you this way back. Like we were trying to get you to sing your own music, but you didn't listen, and you see now. So it was more than that. It was more than just a song being number one on the best station in South Africa, or a
Oh,
station that
wow.
has
You
the
say that to all the
huge amount.
stations. I know.
The, no, the station that has this amount of listeners and this amount of influence in just radio in South Africa, and that's a big deal. That was a really, really big deal for me. So yeah, getting, and I always, and in that moment, or in the celebrations, I thought, yes, I'd love for the song to be on the big chart, the top 40. And I was so surprised. Damn. On Saturday, when I didn't realize, and I don't know how I missed that. It's surely the song had to go up the chart,
Yeah, it's
but
been it's been
when
timing for a while.
exactly, it doesn't just land on number one. It has to move up there. So I don't know, for some reason I missed that. And when you sent me a message on Saturday, yo, I couldn't believe it. It's a big thing. It's such a big thing, and I'm so grateful. I'm really so grateful. It just means that the stuff that's going on around in your mind and in your head and in your heart is actually being valued
Mm-hmm.
and being validated by other people. And it's not, like if you listen to Rick Rubin, I don't know if you know that
Yeah.
guy. His podcasts are absolutely insane. He's a famous record producer. And I also think that, like he says, you create for yourself, and only then will you be able to create from a truly authentic space. And that's, I believe that. And that's what anybody wants. But it's cool. It's really cool to feel that someone's listening, someone else is listening, someone else is valuing the music, and it means something to someone.
I know that we're not
Oh,
supposed to seek external validation. I know that that's a thing, but it's nice. It's a nice to have when you have it. And I think that it's
it
so
is.
necessary, especially in the music industry, especially post COVID. You guys were hit the hardest out of everyone. And I feel like we've just all kind of carried on and figured that you guys are okay. But it takes a long time to come back from depleting savings or the struggles that the musicians and the music industry had to
Oh,
have, and to have little moments where the universe or God or whomever you believe in, or even just the gods of Jacaranda FM go, yeah, well done, tap you on the back. You good, carry on. I think that really does mean something. And I think, I know I love Rick Rubin, follow him, and I get it. But in 2024, we need a little bit of validation.
yes. Yeah, it's really awesome. I'm just happy, really grateful. So thanks. I don't know who to thank,
Or every,
but
just thank
yeah,
all of them, all of the gods, all of the things, the universes, the
all of the
universi,
things out there
all
that's
of it.
creating this show.
The
Yeah.
aliens, the Anunnaki, I don't know what you believe in, like all of it, just do it. Before we go off on a tangent. Okay, so like you say, you've been around for a long time and you've done English, you've done rock, you've done Afrikaans, you've done adult contemporary, and I mean, you've worked with so many people that I interview that they're like, no, I'm working with William Wolf. Or, yesterday I actually interviewed someone and I was like, oh, wow, dude, you are busy, busy, busy. Do you
Yay.
think Do you think that working with other people and writing for other people, do you think that maybe helped you in finding your own voice?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think that just confused me so much. It's it makes for, yeah, it puts you in a position where you have to really go deep to find and yeah, find the thing that you really want to do. So it's fun to write these Afrikaans tunes that are dancey and classic Afrikaanse treffers. It's it's nice, it's I used to shame myself for doing that, and I just realized that it's still a part of creativity. It's still a creative expression.
Hmm.
So, and it brings joy to people. I When you get a video that's taken in some tent at some festival of 3,000 people jamming on it on the table for 3 minutes on a song that you wrote, that my younger self would probably be frowning upon, my roots of rock and roll self.
Mm.
It's like, I'm okay with that now. I'm really okay with that now, and I actually love and enjoy that so much. It's it's so much fun to write, um, silly music that people can laugh and just feel good and they listen to it, just forget for 3.5 minutes about all the crap that's out there. So you can't really judge any genre of music. Creativity is still an expression, as long as you do it. It's as long as you do it. That's the main thing. It's like with my own solo journey as well. It took me such a long time to just get over myself and be like, do it. What are you waiting for? You have, I think I have all the tools and the skill set to just do it. So it doesn't take too long to Photoshop my face and my, the auto tune doesn't have to work that hard when I'm recording.
Oh my
So,
God.
so it's, yeah, and all of that, and I've written in any all the genres you spoke about, writing in R&B and Afro, uh, urban. I enjoy that so much. It's stunning. I'm working on something that's really cool coming up in this year, and it's with a super profile person. Woo! Ah! She's never released anything singing wise, but she's always had. We studied music together way back, and she is an absolutely incredible singer. Uh, and it's also going to be in the. I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but it's. I think it might. Wow, it's gonna R&B, hip hop, urban sound. Man, I'm super excited about that. But in this, it's been difficult to really ask yourself. I do songwriting workshops quite often, and on the first day, I try to tell or ask people, what is the thing that you want to say? So we start off with, what is your songwriting or your artistic philosophy? And I think once you've really journeyed into that rabbit hole, it's easy to create from there. And that's the most important part of creating, is, or creating at least in a space that you feel comfortable with,
Mm.
is asking yourself, what do you want to say? Who are you? What is the thing that is, yes, how do you want to present the stuff that's going around inside of you? And once you've figured that out, creating is easy, because then it's a flow.
Are you always this profound? Because every time I talk to you, I feel so inspired, and then I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna kick ass. I'm gonna do these things. I mean, it dies by 12 o'clock, but I really do feel
Ass
inspired.
and chew bubble gum. It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum.
Oh, listen, that's
And I'm
something
all out
else.
of gum.
That's something else
You
that I
know,
wanted to
you
ask
remember
you.
that?
Wait. I have a question for you. And this is something I don't think many people know. You are a voiceover artist as well.
I am. Yes. Yes. I think you guys actually play some of my ads.
Look at you, multifaceted,
Yeah.
multidimensional, talented
I
person.
wouldn't multi-dimensional. I'd say multi-dimensional. Yeah. Yeah, I dig that. That's just, again, like creative expressions. I love doing jingles. I do radio jingles and voiceovers, and yeah, it's like it's cool things to do. It's nice stuff to keep myself busy with.
I don't feel like as a dad and a musician and a songwriter and a producer and someone who does music workshops and everything else that you do in your normal life, I like, do you need more things to be busy? Because it's a lot.
I Yeah, that dad part. Damn, man. These guys, I've got two youngians, yeah, that I care for on a daily. And that's that's such a huge um, responsibility, or I take that so seriously. These young minds, damn, and they're so susceptible and so fragile.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that I'd probably say that's my main job, and then all the other stuff uh, comes after that. But yeah, it's important for me to just be a good role model, not a, like you can so easily just fall into this, what is it called, like a role, like a gender, call it a gender, or just an identification, like identify with the whole dad thing. But it's more than that. It's being a human being for, and just it's this person that two little girls look up to and just see on a daily and check how he goes around the world.
Hmm.
And geez, man, we struggle with, I think in this world we struggle with just proper role models, or just proper mentors, or just people to look up to and be like, wow, um this guy's got something going there, and I dig to be like that. That's, I'd love for my children to look at me and be like, wow, this dude is cool. It looks like he's got something going there.
I
That
was gonna
makes
ask
sense.
you. I was gonna ask you about that because I mean, you are and were a rock star, and I mean, going from rock star to dad, it's a big difference. Do they think that you are cool, or do they not think you're
I,
cool?
you
Do they
know what's
know?
really
Do they
cool?
know?
I don't think they understand. They 8 years and 11, so they're still quite young. But oh man, smart mouth, super intelligent girls, so creative, and they've got so much creativity inside of them. And oh, they sing so nicely, sheesh, as well. And
Oh.
they, yeah, it's like I don't know, they almost feel like teenagers almost, but when I fetch them at school, I don't, like I think the friends are like the friends know me and they listen to my music. So the older girls at school and the just generally the older kids are like, oh, is that guy, the Wolfie, is the Wolfie your dad? And then they realize, okay, cool. So this guy is not that bad. Um, but I mean, I think they've got my back. They've had my back forever since the
Until they
beginning.
hit
I
16,
think they,
baby.
I know. So I'm trying to enjoy this, the small girl part still.
Uh,
So yeah, I, so I think it's fine. I'm not, like it's again, it's not the music that defines me. So it's what I'm just trying to be, well, not trying to be. I'm looking inside myself and just working on a daily level with myself to be just just my true self. I think I'm not trying to be anything specifically, because if you try, there's resistance. So
mm.
if you let go and be, it's there's flow, I think. So I'm just trying to, um, I'm, I'm flowing with it, and I'm I'm trying to be somebody that they can really look up to and be like, wow, this guy is not too bad.
Well, you sound like
So
you're healthy and like you've got your ish together.
you know what? Nobody has that stuff together. I'm so scared of people who goes, um, I'm all sorted out. People that tell you that they sorted out, run to the mountains. Because
Run
I
to the
think no
mountain.
one's really sorted out. Like we all have stuff that we're constantly going to be working with. Everyone's evolving continuously. Everyone's in a new season every now and then. There's ups and downs, there's ebb and flow. that's just, I think, how life is. If as long as you're conscious about it, then you're already taking good steps forward, I think. But I mean, especially parenting is it's funny how like any relationship, like this specific person brings out this specific thing in me.
Mm.
And it's funny how Leah is the younger one, and Amelie, and yes, the name of the French art movie, Amelie. There's no secret behind her name. They bring different things out, like, because in any good relationship, it's just a mirror of yourself. You see yourself in other people, and that's why different people bring out different things in yourself. That's why some people irritate the crap out of you, and other people just bring out and inspire the crap out of you. So it's different parts of yourself that you see in other people in this super subjective reality that we live in. And it's funny how my younger one, he brings out something specific in me, or I always want to say trigger. We trigger different things. It's funny how that is crazy. So my children trigger different things in me, and I have to be super conscious to be like, okay, so this is what's happening. Well, Willie, this is happening because you were that same little shit, and you said
Mm-hmm.
that same stuff when you were a little one.
Mm-hmm.
So just check yourself, dude. Uh, it's interesting, and it's in love and romantic relationships as well. If you allow yourself to be polished by the rub of someone else, by the friction of someone else, the friction that you have in a relationship is the rub that causes the polish that causes a smooth little rock
Oh my
pebble.
God, look at this profoundness, this deepness every single time, bro. Like,
Ah,
I just want to
let's just
drink,
talk about the weather.
I just want to drink red wine with you somewhere one day
Don't
because, like,
ask. Don't
I'm
ask me about my children though. I'll go on a rant. That's
no, no.
because they've
Okay.
really, like, you think you've read all the books and you've experienced it all, and then then you meet your children. Shit. And then
Mm.
it's yeah,
That's so
it's crazy.
beautiful. That's really beautiful. And I feel like that's a beautiful, like, inspirational thing for other dads to hear as well, because we don't give dads enough credit, right? We always talk about the ones that ditched. We never talk about the ones that stay and do the school runs and, like, are fully involved in dadding and fully focused. Like you said
Adding,
earlier,
yeah,
dadding. Yeah. You said earlier that your job is to be a dad and everything else is kind of like just there. And
yeah,
I love that. I think that that's such a positive message for other dads who are actively dadding.
yeah. It is. That is important for me to for people to know that it's yeah, about parenting. I don't have, I'm not an opinionated person. I won't comment on other people's TikTok posts because I just I don't feel the need. Like, that is a whole interview in itself. People's comments, sheesh,
Mm,
and their opinions, and the need to express your opinion if you're not someone that's actually
hmm
also putting something creatively on the table. But I don't have the need to advocate anything uh, too much, but just parenting in the way that we care for the young ones. That's something that I have an opinion about. It's, like, how are these little ones gonna run this weird place that we live in if we don't look after them well? I think that, like, the kindergarten teachers should be the ones with the PhDs, and they should be the ones that are paid 100 grand a month, not the
Agree.
college professors. Yeah, it's because these young ones, and this is written throughout different scriptures throughout the history of the world, is that it's talked about that the young ones are the most precious and important ones.
Hmm.
This is and obviously in a super non-religious way that I mean this. It's just, yeah, if we look after the young ones well, I think the world would look very different. More love and kindness and tolerance.
Yeah.
But
Not to quote
yeah,
Just Ginger or anything.
I love you. You know, yeah, I think you're definitely younger than me, Danny, but it feels like we from the same
No,
era when
no.
you
I think
say
we're
certain
same
things.
age. We're definitely the same age, William. Just all the Botox that I've shoved into my face.
Love it. Love it.
You've got to offset, you balance. You've got to offset the vodka and the camels that you did in your youth with the Botox now in your 30s.
And the night routine, yeah.
Yeah, and the night routine, because you're gonna fix it, right? You're gonna fix all of the shit that you did when you were younger.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
Jose Cuervo that I drank, I'm gonna freaking night cream that shit out of my eyes.
100%. Yeah, and I'm gonna drink water. My liver's gonna be fine.
No long-term damage. No
Nothing at
long.
all. No, no. I mean, look at
Say
you.
that like a mantra.
Okay, so your song it has been number one for the last 2 weeks. Big celebration. What are you up to for the rest of 2024? What can we expect from you?
Sure, big things. This is gonna be the big one. I hope. So I'm doing another full-length album. So I'm not sure when that is gonna drop. Probably closer to the end of the year.
Mm.
But I want to dabble in my English stuff as well. Really, there's so much potential on the streaming platforms to get picked up by
Mm.
some playlist, some I've seen this happen to people around me. That's like you wake up one morning and you have 2 million streams in a small little town in Texas. It's just like there's so much global potential in releasing some English stuff as well. And I'm just putting it out there in the universe and trusting and not having too much expectations. Just doing it because it's really like it's sort of where I started out. So I want to do that, and I want to do an Afrikaans album, my Afrikaans pop Charlie Puth vibes.
Ooh.
So yeah, I have with that, yeah, just keep writing to other people, for other people, from A-list to amateurs. It's like uh, my heart's really where the amateurs are. I I didn't have anyone to tell me go to this recording studio, uh, collaborate with that writer. This is the path. This is the way that you have to do it. These are the people that you can connect with that are also kind hearted and don't mind sharing. I love that. I love walking, being part of the journeys of um, of just growing artists, people expressing themselves, helping people find, holding space for other people to be okay with creating and just putting their hearts out there. It's I love that. So I'll always be busy with workshops and stuff like that. Yes, and then like dadding. That's a new thing that I'm going to use now. Yeah, we try to go out on adventures often. So we travel a lot. I travel with the children. We love being in nature and hiking and visiting wherever there is big amounts of water. So I'll be doing that, and I'll be playing live. and I think it was last year or the year before I played so many gigs, and I just made a decision that I'm not going to be playing that much anymore. I'm really going to be selective with places that I want to play because I want to do it right and I want to really bring everything that I have to offer when I play live and bring my band. I, I, I wish I could play more just for the sake of the band and getting them paid properly. But yeah, those are the things that I'm thinking and that I'm busy with. And I'm excited about this year. Shoo,
Me
it's
too.
going to be nice.
Me too.
It's going to
I'm
be
excited
nice.
for music from you, and I'm excited for an album from you. So don't let me down, and you've got to promise to come back, and we need to
Don't
do
let me
more of
down.
these. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's really, I'm looking forward to it. So please, always keep me in the loop. Keep me in the loop. And yeah, don't forget about me. I love these conversations. It's we can make it more superficial maybe next time if you want.
No, I don't think that's our shtick, babe. I don't think that we go there. Yeah, we're always gonna
It's
lean into the weird,
into the
the
darkness.
deep into the darkness. Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
But you know, it's part of the balance again. If you don't yeah, if you don't like embrace both sides, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, I know. Ons weet. William Wolf, bye bye, Dankie. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your music. Thank you for
Okay.
everything. And we'll hopefully see you at number one again soon.
Woo! Keep it there, please. I know that isn't it you that decide on the number one? Please,
I'm
Danny, it's you. It's you. I know it's you. Please, please keep
fine
it
for you.
there.
Fine, fine, fine. Yes, fine. Bye.